Hello, Brian Stavely here with eXp Realty and what'smyhomeworth.com. I am a 25-year real estate veteran in the Tampa Bay area, have sold a lot of homes in and around here. And one of the areas that I'm going to be talking about, which there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of activity to and from, it's storm season, so there's a lot of news that's been about the waterfront properties in and around Tampa Bay. That's an area where there's a lot of different price differences. You can see a $2-3 million house on the same street as a $10 million house or as on a $1 million house. So which is it's a little bit unusual for a lot of markets, but it's very common over on the water. You've got different types of condos. Some of them are, in the multi-million dollar range. Some of them are several hundred thousand. Different types of views, different markets. 55 and over. A lot of family communities. Lots of different things that we'll be talking about in this daily updates. I think the market is changing daily, and a lot of people don't know that, and that's why I wanted to start doing this. Market's really tough right now. A lot of people know that the interest rates have gone up. It's still a great time to buy for the right people. If you're in a situation to where you need to sell your home, there are a lot of people that are still buying. And if you're a buyer who's thinking that, hey, I'll just wait for the rates to come down, I'd love to talk to you, because I don't know that that's the best strategy. There's some 3-2-1 buy downs, 2-1 buy downs, different types of products out there that can get the rate down and get you in when there's not as much competition. Because what's going to happen is, the reason the market was like it was is because of supply and demand. There were so many people that wanted to live in Tampa Bay, and there were only so many homes for sale, condos for sale, and it's still going to be like that forever, I think. I mean, at least for the next 50 or 100 years, unless something drastic happens. But people have been moving here. People are moving to Florida 4 times faster than any other state in the country. And that's like brand new news from a week or two ago. That's still happening, and it's going to continue to happen. And so, therefore, what you're going to find is that as soon as the market starts to get better, and as soon as the rate starts to come down, all of a sudden the pricing is going to go back up again. And if you're a buyer, you're going to be in this situation to where you're going to be in bidding wars again. So it might be a really good idea to go out there and look right now and try and find some stuff. But I'm going to go through a few different things here in the MLS and show you. Right now, I'm just logging on, and I'm going to just search for different properties that are active, pending, or have sold within. And I'm going to say the last 90 days, because even 5 months ago, the market was different. 3 months ago, it was different. But within the last 90 days, you've seen a lot of rate increases. So there's been a lot of things that are changing. And I'm just going to start with an area on a map. And I'm just going to say, so when you look at this, I'm going to scroll in, and I'm going to start up here. And again, this is Tampa Bay. So I'm going to start in this case, Palm Harbor. So I'm going to go about right here, and that is a good chunk of Palm Harbor waterfront homes and condos. And at this point, I haven't really even put in any other criteria. So I'll go back and I'll say, listen, I want to look at everything in this area that I just mentioned. In this case, let's just basically say, um, single family homes. So I want single family homes, and I'm going to say that I want them to be on the water. So when you look at, basically what you've got is water access. We can do a bunch of different things, but some people might call it a bay. Some people might say that it's the beach. So we'll put that on there. We'll say beach private, beach public. Most of what you're going to get is where I'm getting to right here, which is golf. and then intercoastal. And so when you look at this and you say, okay, so what's on the market, what's selling? And just in that area right now and what has sold, there's only 14 of them that are single family homes that you could say are, there's 21 when you include the, and now it's went up to 22. So it depends sometimes on how they're listing them in the MLS. But here's 22 homes right now, and let's look at what the data says. So when you look at this, there's basically 12. There's 11 of them that are active for sale. There's 4 that are pending. So like I say, there are homes that are selling. I think they need to be priced right. They need to be marketed right. A lot of people today either want something that's nice, that's move in ready, or they want a really good deal on it. And because they don't have 5 other offers on it, they're usually getting that. So they need to be priced right. They needed to be marketed right. And, I think it's a degree of difficulty has gone up as far as sales. And then you'll also see, and I'm just going to click on all of these and show you what I usually do, something right out of the gate, which is called a quick CMA. And it will take us through the active properties, the pending properties, and the sold properties and break it down into a one-line diagram. So the minimum listing that they've got that's on the water is 575,000. The most expensive is 3.6 million. Those are the ones that are for sale. We'll go back through and look at a couple of different things here in a minute. As far as pending, there are a lot more in line. I would have to say that in Palm Harbor, for something to be on the water for 575,000, I want to see kind of what that looks like. It may or may not be in line with some of these other ones that are, that are over a million. The 4 that are pending are anywhere from 1.15 up to 2.5 million. And then when the sold listings, what you've got is they're all over the board. So when you look at the lowest price one, they're calling it 350,000, and I don't know exactly what that is. There's got to be something, an issue or something. I want to look at that. Sometimes, again, the way that they list them. So let's go back and let's actually look at these. And when you go on, this particular house is 575,000. And, basically it's a nice house in a nice area. And here's the canal that it's on. So it's not on, open water like this. It's on a canal that you can get to that. So that's where your pricing comes in. And then, you basically go from there to this is a similar type of a canal, maybe a little bit bigger, nicer home. And when you look at it, you'll see it does have a nice view out the back. And you go on. And so that's basically, and this is just an overview, but I want to see when I get down in here. So here's one that's let's call this 1.8. That obviously I think that this one is, this is a house that's got a significant boat. Here it is right here. I mean, it's right there out on the open water. It's a little bit protected. That's a real nice piece of property right there. And you just go forward and look at these. This one has real nice pool. Go back here, real nice open water. Okay, so real nice pool, real nice open water, real nice house is going to cost you about 2 million bucks for 3,400 square feet in Palm Harbor. And then as you go into this one is 3.2. And when you look at it, it obviously has some magnificent views and is a magnificent house. And so those types of things, these are under contract right now. Those are the things that are selling. And then if you go into some of the other ones that are right there, you're going to see the same thing. Now here's one that was 415 that just sold, and it's it looks like a fixer upper, and I want to see what the water is on it. And so sometimes agents don't always list them properly. So this is in a waterfront neighborhood. It's not actually on the water. Or maybe what it is, and here's something else that happens a lot, is that if there's a water access in the community, they'll put that in there. And it's just, it's being a little bit overly optimistic sometimes. But again, I mean, I'm not here to throw darts at anybody, but I did know that when you say 415 in Palm Harbor for a waterfront house, something was not correct. It's not a normal property anyway. That price range is not normal. I mean, I would say, if you want to get on the water in Palm Harbor, you're looking at 6 or 7 and up is a normal. You might find some in the fives like the other one, but normally they're going to start at 6 or 7 and go up from there. So that's one area, and I just want to, as I'm going to be going live. So let me go back and talk to you a little bit more, less about statistics and more about what I want to do. I want to be on here daily to where people, and this is live, so I'm here. If there was somebody on here right now that wanted to ask me a question, I'd be more than happy to answer it. And I think that as time goes by, I have a few people that have asked me to look into this or look into that. I just think if I do that while I'm live, some people can come on and you can learn about our market. I'm going to be adding some cool stuff to this to where it's a more enjoyable broadcast, and I'll try and keep them a little bit shorter, but I wanted to let you know what I was doing and that I'm going to be doing it consistently. So that's what I'm doing. Brian Stabley here with eXp Realty, and I will be looking forward to any and all of your questions. If I can help you guys in any way, just reach out to me. I'd appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye.